on the theme of happiness, how do I stay in that zone when riding that happiness feeling?
So what you saying you're doing, you placing something positive in your mind.
Yeah, yeah,
You starting out with something positive. In other words, you saying, I, in a sense, I want to concentrate on things that gonna make me happy today.
yeah, exactly.
I don't want to concentrate on the mundane things that just happen in life.
Hmm.
That's just life.
Exactly. That's just life.
Because anxiety come when you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you say, I know my boss gonna come in with that stupid report today.
Exactly.
I know he gonna
Exactly.
bring it to me.
Hmm. Because if you know if you know that report's coming, and the
You
you
know it's
see the
coming.
boss coming down the hall, and you get mad,
Hmm.
why? You knew it was coming. You know.
You knew it was coming. You know it's a part of your life.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that getting upset doesn't make that any easier.
Right. Absolutely right. You know, the chalkboard example was perfect because think about
Hmm.
it this way: you go up to a chalkboard, you've cleared it, right?
Hmm.
You're going to start writing down what you're going to do that day. Now, imagine if somebody
Right.
right next to you comes up to the chalkboard, starts writing their day. Then a third
Hmm.
person down the chalkboard is writing their day as well. If you're too busy focusing on what they're doing on their part of the chalkboard, you're not focusing on yourself.
Raven, that was a perfect example because I think
We do it a lot, don't we?
yeah. So what brought me to my mind was basically is when you clear that chalkboard out, okay, and there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing on there.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Here's the thing: you might start writing a sentence say, "I'm going to enjoy myself today,"
Right.
okay, and then all those bad thoughts come and jump on your sentence.
Yep. Yep.
Bob makes me sick.
Yep. And before you know
So
it, you're not even writing that stuff. It's your brain is just pouring that stuff out.
right, and imagine this, okay? You wrote down, "I'm going to have a good day today." First thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, and then that thought jumps over and jumps on top of you and say, "Bob makes me sick." So you write over top of, "I'm going to have a good day today." You write over top of that, "Bob makes me sick."
Right.
And then you write over, "I know my boss gonna come and bug me today."
Yeah.
So you're writing all this
Exactly.
on the same line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you write 20 things on that line, you look at it and say, how can I have a good day when all this stuff all jumbled up here?
Bingo. Bingo. Then you just justified having a bad day, and
Right,
you did it. You did it.
right. And then, matter of fact, you don't even know where you was at the beginning. Because by the
Exactly.
time you wrote all that stuff on the same line, you said, what was my first thought?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Man, you are preaching it. You know.
So what you got to do, and then you said it real well. First thing you got to do is have some goals for yourself in your mind of what you want to do, what you want to be that day.
Right.
So what you're doing is you become real. You become happy with who you are at that moment. You're living in that moment, and you're not moving forward and creating issues in your own mind.
Yeah. It goes back to what you were saying, like literally 2 podcasts ago. You've got to stick with what makes you happy because
Right.
you'll continue to stay in that frequency and you'll be in sync with the
Hmm.
universe. If you allow anything negative to come in, that's exactly what the universe is going to give you because it's going to think that,
Hmm.
well, you like living in this negativity, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And using that example I mean, I used the example previously of things in the circle that we like
Right.
and the things outside of the circle that we don't like.
Right.
And a lot of times, the things in the circle that we like, we ignore those and we go and grab the things outside of the circle.
Exactly.
And then they become a part of your day, and then you wonder why you're not enjoying yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a basic, easy example. You're going down the street and some guy lays on his horn at you, goes around you and throw you the bird, right?
Hmm.
And then he comes around you and get in front of you and do you brake check or whatever. He's trying to draw you in his world.
Right.
But you say, you know what? I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna pull out a good basket. I'm gonna smile, enjoy myself, and say he's having a bad day. I hope the best for him, and I'm gonna go on.
Yeah, exactly right.
I mean, the whole thing is, can I be happy if I get up at 7 a.m. and I go to sleep at 10 a.m., 10 p.m.? Can I be happy that entire day?
Right. Right.
Is it possible?
Right.
So the question is, we know it's not possible if you don't have a plan,
Hmm.
so to speak. And the plan is not some elaborate thing like I'm gonna do this, and the plan is let me control what I do today.
Yep. You gotta uh, nip that in the bud immediately.
Just like you said, when you get up in the morning, you say, I'm not gonna worry about the little stuff of life.
Right.
That's stupid. Why can't I just turn it into something good, like something I appreciate today?
Exactly.
So what you're doing is you're filling your mind or your subconscious with good things.
The hard part is getting to that mindset because the
Getting the
negativity
mindset.
always overpowers the positivity.
hmm
You know.
And the main thing is we have to start. We talked about this last week before. We have to start where we are.
Hmm.
If you got 25 years of being unhappy, you're not gonna change that overnight.
Exactly.
If you got 25 years of being disappointed, you're not gonna change that overnight.
Right.
But what you can do is start concentrating on one aspect of your life that you'd like to change. That aspect is, how do I get rid of these thoughts that's ruining my life?
Yes. Precisely.
How come I can't enjoy myself without these thoughts just bombarding me and taking me over like I'm some kind of zombie and I have no control over my own life?
Right.
So what we were discussing a while ago is, if you begin to slow your mind down, begin to start thinking about, uh, I guess the first thing you do, you slow your mind down, and as much as you can, clear your mind out. Clear it out of everything. I mean, whether you want to do goals and all that, just clear out everything, okay? Just try to make it neutral and then watch it and see what comes in.
Right.
This is getting interesting now, right?
Hmm.
So if you didn't have any plan and you didn't clear out anything, and your boss comes to you and tell you that exact thing you knew was gonna happen, then you get mad.
Right.
I knew you were gonna come to me at the last minute after that stupid report.
Yeah. Right.
Well, is it catch? Is it the did the chicken come before the egg? Or the egg come before the chicken? Did he come to you at the last minute because he did? Or did he come to you at the last minute because you woke up saying he was gonna do it?
Right. Or you know the
Right.
routine. You know what's going to happen already. It's getting mad at
Right.
what's going to happen is inevitable.
Right. And here's the question though: did he come because he came, or did he come because you got up in the morning and say, "I know you're gonna come to me with that routine"?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, with
Exactly.
that request. So we talked about how the universe, the law of attraction, right?
Hmm.
We talked about that last week.
Right.
You attract the things to you that you want, or that you think about, right?
Hmm.
So here's a good question. So when you got up in the morning, you said, "I know you're gonna come to me with that stupid report." So did he come to you with that report because he came to you, or did the universe hear you say, "Oh, I want him to come to me with their report at the last minute.
Right. Yeah, because either you want to be triggered, or something about it, something about him come to you with that report. You want it to happen. You know.
Yeah, because the universe heard you talking about it. Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
want that?
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
you got up and said, "I know you're gonna come to me at the last minute. That's due for report." Oh, that's what you want.
Right.
Okay, let's just give you what you wanted.
Right. Right.
And then when he comes over, you get mad like, "I knew it."
It's like, well, yeah, of course you
Well,
knew it. You manifested it. You know.
right,
Of course you did. You know.
right. So we put 20 negative things in our mind in the morning, right? And they start coming, and then we said nothing good ever happens to me.
Right.
And the universe said, I'm just giving you what you asked for.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
I thought that's what you wanted.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because that's what you thought about all morning. You know.
Right, right. But to speak to your kid like we were saying, if you clear out that, you erase that board, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't erase it, and you say, I'm so thankful for that meal we had last night. Me and my wife had last night. That was really good. I really appreciate that. And then you may say, I expect something good to happen for me today.
Right.
Just simple, right?
Right.
But here's the thing: your board is clean. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Your board is clean, so all that junk is off of it.
Right.
So when the universe, when you get up that morning, you say, and you clear all that mess out, and you say, "Boy, I'm so thankful for that uh, meal that my wife had. Like, that was really nice and good." The universe writes out beside of you, he's grateful for the things that he get,
Right. Exactly
right?
right. Exactly right,
And
man.
then you say, I'm so happy with just being who I am today,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just existing. And the universe said, he's a happy person.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the universe, instead of you sending out those 10 signals that you didn't want, you sending out 5 signals to the universe that are all pleasant.
Right. And then it just becomes habit.
Right. So then you send out those 5 things that are all pleasant. You continue to do that, so what's going to start coming back to you? Pleasant things.
Mm-hmm.
Using that example, okay, Raven. So when you start doing that, the universe start when you start getting in frequency with the universe. We talking about frequency and alignment, right? In the past. So when you start getting aligned and your frequency starts growing, so that it might be going a little faster, just slowing down if you need to.
Now.
So that board that you normally work with those 25 negative things on there that have been erased, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you replace those 25 things with 5 positive things, okay? And you put out those 5 positive things, you begin to make that a habit and do it. Guess what happens? Things start happening, positive things start creeping upon you
Mm-hmm.
that you didn't expect.
Exactly.
Here's a good example of that. Say you clear that board out, you change the way you think, and here's the thing: it has a more of effect than you think it does. Because when you clear out those positive things, you become thankful. All of a sudden, you got a smile on your face.
Yeah.
When you go into work and the coworker say good morning, you actually say good morning,
Mm-hmm.
and they look at you like, Raven said good morning. Look at him.
Yeah.
Wow, what's going on with Raven today?
Exactly. Is it precisely? I mean, your whole dynamics shift. You know.
Your whole persona changes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's going on with Raven today? And then so you do that for a while, and here's the beautiful part about it. This is the part that this is where we want to get to with the universe and changing our lives and being happy. Once you start doing that and practicing that, you erase that board and you put on there every morning what you want. And you start being grateful for it. You start practicing it. You start being responsible for the things that you have to do.
Hmm.
You do them.
Precisely.
It's easy to deal with the boss when you ain't been anxious for 24 hours
Yeah,
about what he's going to ask you.
exactly.
And here's another good thing I was thinking about too. Once you change the way you think and act and all that, and you clear your board out, you start getting surprises from the universe.
Yeah.
So you clear that board out, right?
Hmm.
Get rid of all the negativity. You replace it with positivity. Your frequency rises. You're easy to get along with. People feel that your energy is different. You're not so negative when somebody talk to you. And things start changing. So here's what happened, Raven. Okay. The same boss that you was upset about, him talking to you about some stupid project, he may come to your office and knock on the door. Hey, Raven, you've been doing such a good job. I appreciate you. Are you free for lunch today? I'm buying.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, what? You know?
I'm buying lunch today. I just appreciate what you've done.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute now. This is the person I didn't want to see 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And now all of a sudden we're on a different relationship level.
Exactly.
Everything that changed came from who?
Yeah. You were
Came
the
from
person
you,
that
right?
dealt with. Yeah, you were the person that
You
changed it.
you made all the changes.
Mm.
And I think that's one of the things we need to learn with the universe is we are responsible for our lives. But that's a good thing
Oh,
because once you
absolutely.
do that, you start making those good choices. Oh man, good things start happening.
Absolutely.
But here's the catch 22 again. It's easy to say.
Yep. Yep. It's easier to say it than to do it.
Oh man.
Hmm.
First of all, here's the problem. I talked about myself. I think in the last podcast, right? Being the groundhog boy.
Hmm.
150. I was a 50. Instead of starting at 100, I was starting at negative 50. I was underground with no light, no positivity, no nothing, right?
Right.
So when I got to zero, I felt like I was in paradise.
Right. Right.
But I had to start where I was at.
Exactly.
Had to start with my experiences, my guilt, my regret, the way I think, the way I act, and the way I feel. So when I started with that and got realistic, I said I got to start changing some things
Right.
about me because I think that the thing that we do as human beings, we have a hard time accepting responsibility.
Yep.
It's easy to point at somebody else when it's bad,
Right. Right.
right?
Right.
When it's bad. Now, when it's good, we'll raise our hand quick. Oh, that's my idea.
Hmm.
Yeah, right. But when something happened, you're responsible for it. You don't say anything. Get over in the corner and just kind of cower down, like, ooh,
Exactly.
I did that. I hope they don't. I hope they don't call me out by my name. How do I change my life where a thought in and of itself has enough power to change, to ruin, or to make my day worse?
Right.
You got to learn how to slow your mind down and start finding out who you are. Because you're going to think about something.
Yep. And that's the number one thing. Changing the way you think about yourself. That's the
That's
number
where it
one.
comes.
That's the number one thing.
That's where it comes from.
Hmm.
Changing the way you think about yourself, okay? And then once you start that process, and we're talking about this is time we're talking about here.
Right.
Because if you're 25 years old, You got 25 years of history.
Exactly.
You're not
Exactly.
changing 25 seconds. That's what we were talking about the other day about weight or whatever. People want to get on these diets and do 30 pounds in 30 minutes or 30 days, right?
Right.
And they don't want to be realistic and say, I gained, it took me 4 years to gain that 30 pounds. But realistically, unrealistically, I want to lose it in 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be healthy with
Right.
it.
Right.
So anyway, going back to what we was talking about earlier, clear your mind out, start to think about what you want to, who you want to be, where you at, and what you want your life to be like.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. I mean, it always goes back down to what you were saying. Every podcast will go right back to maintaining happiness involves you.
Going
Nobody
back to
else
you.
can dictate that. Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. We always want to have this blamer thing that spins around to everybody else but us.
That's the number one thing right there. Blame game, man. Blame game.
Spins around everybody else but us, because if it does that, we don't have to do anything.
Yeah, precisely.
So you got the next question for next week, or have you got
Yeah, I actually do, because as it stands, just so happens that on Father's Day, so I can read the next question. I think that you and I will have a lot of fun answering next time. Okay. Question says, you and Papa Raven seem to have such an honest and respectful relationship. Has it always been that way? And how did you two accomplish that?
Okay, read it one more time. I started laughing. Read it one
Yeah,
more time.
yeah. No, I think it's perfect. I mean, you think about Father's Day, and the question relates to us, and it says,
Yeah.
you and Papa Raven seem to have such an honest and respectful relationship. Has it always been that way? And how did you two accomplish that? Yep. I'm like, man, this is going to be fun to answer, because I mean, it's just all we're going to be spewing is good times, There's bumps, but everybody has bumps. But those are easy.
Yeah.
You know?
That's gonna be an interesting session. Now, given something to think about, because it sounds like me and you just always been perfect
Right.
together.
Right. I think, yeah. Spoiler alert. I think what happened was what's made it work and successful is number one thing is just open discussion.